Just about did it again. Okay, good afternoon. Yes, the camera just about, I tipped it. Okay, I have a friend in Tasmania, Marie Louise, and Tasmania is famous, or at one time, for its apples. And so this is a salad, a Tasmanian salad. And it's called the Old Age Waldorf salad. And it's a mixture of lettuce and spinach. So I'm doing that, and I'm going to make it. I'm not going to put the dressing on. For one thing, I like to put dressing on just before Tom and I eat it, because I always make more salad than I could eat at one time. And when I put the dressing on it, it will sit down for the next time. And it just keeps fresher this way. So I'll sort of let you decide what kind of dressing you want on this salad. And you can be creative with that. A creamy dressing, a vinegar and oil dressing, just whatever you think. Or with us, I can make more than one dressing for this salad because I'm going to have it more than one time. Okay, now I think that's enough for right now to show you. And it's a nice bowl full of the lettuce and the spinach. And then I'm not sure about theirs, but I decided, I went out into the garden and I've just got a little parsley, and I think I might go out and get more, but I want to put some parsley in here. And parsley, actually the strongest flavor is in the stem. Okay, so it's got that. And then a Waldorf salad always has apple, so we're going to put in apple. And I got that little Anna apple out in the front yard that is supposed to be ripe in about this month, July. And, oh, I want to use a different knife. The black one is staining it. Okay. Anyway, this apple, and isn't it a pretty color? It had fallen off the tree. I think it got knocked off. But the way you tell whether an apple is really ripe or not is the seeds. And these seeds are quite brown, but they could be darker. So that means it could be a little riper. And when I planted this tree, the information that came with the Anna apple is if you pick it a little bit green, it has more of a Granny Smith flavor, and of course if you pick it ripe, then it has more of a sweeter flavor. So I think it's sort of between the two. Oh, it's sweet. It's good. So I'm just going to put some little pieces in here in my salad. And one side I did have to peel because it had landed, and it was better to peel it where it got scarred up. But isn't that pretty there? And that will add color to my salad. And I should have cut these up first, probably. And so we're going to put these in. And yes, I can see the little bits of color down there. It won't add a lot, but it will add some. And I may not put them all in while I'm doing this, but I am going to put them all in eventually. But I just want to show you the rest of the salad. Oh, that's pretty down in there. And what is apple without cheese? You know, they have this saying, apple pie without cheese is like a kiss without a squeeze. So we've got to add some cheese in there to go with the apple. And then the Waldorf always has some celery in it. Now, I've chopped up my celery. I put it in. Celery is one of those things that you should buy organic because it can really be a no-no if it isn't. A lot of pesticides and, herbicides and things. Really, the celery absorbs it. So that should be. Some vegetables like asparagus, they really can't do much with that. So one way or the other, it really doesn't matter as much. But some of the vegetables, spinach is another one that really matters. Be sure and always get that organic. Depending on where it comes from, I think, I'm not sure, but they're even finding now traces of DDT in our spinach supply. So be sure that one goes on your organic list. Okay. Okay, enough of that. And you can't have it without walnuts, so we're going to put walnuts in it. And that is going to be, do I have some red? I'm just going to add a more red. I'm going to see if you can see it. And I can hardly wait to try this. Okay, there it is. Do you think it shows up? I hope so. And this should, the nuts are good, again, a good brain food, and it's a good salad. It's got a lot of nice good things in it. So you might want to try this and have fun with the dressing. And then, did I tell them about this tomato?
I hope so.
Anyway, I picked it just now. This is the biggest one so far. This one weighs 1 pound and 3 ounces. It's beautiful. And then this came off the same plant. There they are. Okay. Now, well, I'm going to cut this last one up while we're visiting. I've been telling you about fires. I'm going to tell you one more. And this happened when I was a teenager. And my folks had gone someplace, and anyway, we went different places. I arrived home first, and our barn was burnt down. We had, that barn was the biggest and most beautiful barn, no kidding, around the neighborhood. It was a barn, a lot of memories in that barn when we played in it when we were little, but it had a ramp that you went into the feed room. That was the first room, and from the feed room there was a stairway up to the hayloft. Beyond that was the hay room. I think they must have harvested the hay, put it in the hay room, and then there was an opening that you could drop it down into the hay room from the hayloft. And then off of the hay room there were, to one side where the horses were kept, and then I know it must have been like a nursery or something, because we had pigs in there that would farrow, whatever they did, have babies. And it was just a wonderful barn. And my brother and I used to climb on the roof. anyway, on the other side of this barn side, the livestock side, then was the big garage. There was the tool room, there was the washroom, and I don't know what it was originally, but it had become a bedroom that we and a couple of men always slept there. Well, we had, it wasn't called an assisted living home because that term hadn't been coined yet. We had a home though for older gentlemen, and they were from the state. They had a state label attached to them, and they always told us what this man's problem was and what his background was and things like that, and they were supposed to be careful how they placed people in our home. Well, this man came to us, his name was Dick, and for 3 months, Dick, we just marveled. He was supposed to have some sort of a mental problem, but he was so normal and so nice. And then, after 3 months, he began to pull his hair out. And then, he burned down our barn. So much for normal. And anyway, that's what happened. We were gone, he burned the barn down. And I think he had to go back. I'm not sure what happened to him after that. But anyway, that's my another fire story. And this is the salad. Looks quite nice. And it's the Old Age Tasmanian Waldorf salad. So there you have it. Enjoy it if you make it. Tell me what dressing you put on it. I think I'm going to make a creamy dressing to put on it. Might even have some of my kefir in it.